Neil, your thoughts on this afternoon?
Disappointed, obviously. We need to be winning this stage of the season. We need to be putting 3 points on the board. So disappointed with that. Performance-wise, not good enough first half, especially first half an hour. Thought it was flat. Total opposite to what I asked for. Want us to be on the front foot, dominating the middle of the park, dominating the game really, making sure on the front foot. We're hoping to get the early goal with the bits we knew about Carlton. Get the early goal that, you know, there's a chance they could go, and you could see us get 2 or 3. Didn't do that. Thought there was a lack of communication for the goal, their penalty. You know, just about somebody opening the mouth and telling JJ there's a man on, give a penalty away, and then it's, you know, it's an uphill task then, isn't it, to get back into it. Thought it was better latter part of the first half. Got ourselves back into it with a fantastic goal. I thought it was a well worked goal. And then second half, huffed and puffed. The better team had more of the ball, dominated the ball, but not doing enough for me in the final third to turn draws into wins at home.
That Carlton goal seemed to knock us sideways because we'd had a couple of chances before. A good effort by Matt Wood, then JJ had a header saved, and then, you know, we gave the penalty away and they scored from it. And then for 20 odd minutes, it was though we were really struggling to cope with what had happened.
Yeah.
Once we got back into it, yeah, Rangers were the better side, but as I say, it was huff and puff.
Yeah, I think what's hurting what's hurt us all season is we're getting some real good goal scoring opportunities. You know, initially in the first 15 minutes of this game, I think Matt Wood should score that chance. And I think if he scores, it settles everybody, it settles the crowd down a little bit, settles the players down a little bit, and perhaps go on to win the game quite comfortably. And I think we miss far too many good goal scoring opportunities, and that for me was a clear opportunity. Don't get me wrong, he's a left back and he's getting forward. The fact that it's a target is good, but I just think we haven't took enough of those chances. JJ's header, and like you say, that they score, or they get that opportunity to score through lack of communication. Goalkeeper, right back, left back, the other centre half, centre midfielder can see the picture. They can see that JJ's going to get closed down. Just needs to put his boot through it, but there's no communication, hence giving the penalty away. And then a continuation of that in the second half, and it's been our season that we've created some good opportunities and we don't take them. We've had some good opportunities second half, and just not enough ruthlessness and quality in front of goal.
Kept putting Carlton under a tremendous, particularly at the end, a tremendous amount of pressure.
Yeah.
But it was as though, where we were sat, we would just think we're all feeling as though it's just never going to happen. I mean, the nearest was that effort from Stafford to keep them at a fine save. But even after that, we were camped in their area, but without looking like getting the winner. Well, apart from the one that went in the net.
That's right. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But we dominate the ball, don't we? At home, we do, and we dominate the possession, and but we're not taking the clear-cut opportunities for me in the final third when they come about, and I think it's quite apparent now that teams come here and they know, and it gets around non-league, doesn't it? If you frustrate Stafford Rangers and you sit deep and you limit them to as many goal scoring opportunities as you can limit them, then they'll get frustrated and perhaps they're not as ruthless in front of goal, and that's spread. And probably teams come here knowing that if they get a goal, they've got something to hold on to, and they cut the tempo. And we've seen that all season: balls rolling out of play, and players going down and feigning injury, and cutting the tempo. And we haven't got enough about us in our dressing room, I don't think, to up that tempo, to raise our game, to have that little bit of extra quality, to get through that. And that might be because we've got a young dressing room. We've got some young lads who are new to the level, but we've got enough experience in there and enough lads that have played at the higher level to know that teams are going to come here and do that. And for me, Gary, there's far too many teams of Carlton's ilk that have come here and taken points off us. I think that's 9, 10 draws at home, and for what we're trying to achieve. And don't get me wrong, we're still in with a chance, and we're still trying to achieve it because we've got a point today. But if we could have converted just 3 or 4 of those draws into wins, we'd be cruising in, wouldn't we now?
Well, then we must talk about the incident near the end where the referee didn't play on. What's your
well, firstly, I think all 3 of them today have been. Well, they wasn't even average. I thought they were poor. I thought some of the decision making of the linesman and the referee, you struggle to see who's in control. One won't make a decision, the other one does, and it's all a little bit, who's controlling the football match. In terms of the incident, right at the top end of the game now, we watch it on TV tonight, Premier League. referees playing advantage. It's common law now that if there's a foul, you see whether the picture develops and there's an advantage in a football match, because people are paying to come in and see a football match at the top end and at this level, and they want to see goals and they want to see good play. And we had an opportunity. There was a clear foul, but the ball ran to one of our players, who takes on one player and puts it in the top bin. It's a goal. If the referee does what the top end of the level are doing, which is letting the game develop, seeing whether there's an advantage for the team, then that stands there and we get 3 points. He blows his whistle straight away. His argument is that he couldn't see our attacker going through four of their players and scoring. And I just said to him, well, he didn't need to go through four, he went through one and scored. So surely you've got to let that picture develop before you blow the whistle. And he's got no argument against it. He's made a mistake. The linesman on our side is right by me and Nick, and he just said he's dropped one up. A big one there basically, and not cost us. I mean, for me to say that decision has cost us, it's cost us because we score late on and we've got the 3 points. But it's a big part of the football match for me, where you need a little bit. I've talked over the last weeks about you need some luck along the way, and you need one or two things to fall for you. And I know we should be converting some of these draws into wins at home, but you do need an amount of luck as well along the way, and it's little bits of luck like that go your way that kick you on a little bit and perhaps get you into the playoffs. But it hasn't gone our way. It's a big decision. It hasn't gone our way, but it's not the deciding factor of the match for me.
Going to Colville next week. Played probably one of the best performances down here this season was from Colville early in the season. Not going to be easy at all. Hopefully a welcome shooter back.
Yeah.
Still got a few injuries, and we miss Ryan Edmonds the next few games as well.
Yeah, well, Ryan's out for 3 games now. Hopefully Christian Dakers will be back, who got a knock in training, slight groin strain in training on Thursday, so that was a big loss for us today. Cope obviously is out with a knee injury, so they're 2 big players, and obviously missing Shooter today, so we'll hopefully have them 3 back for next week, but we miss Ryan. In a big game away at Colville, we need everybody fit and available, and give me the opportunity to pick the strongest squad we can to get down there and get 3 points. We owe them, because obviously they came here and beat us, but they've had a change of manager, certain strengthening that they've done, and they're a strong side. We've had them watched a couple of times by the scouts, and they're strong, so it'll be tough, but we've fared quite well on the road of late, so we seem to be picking up points on the road and playing slightly better on the road performance wise, so we go there confident. I still think we're in the mix, Gary, I really do, but we've got 5 to play. Some big fixtures for the opposition and big fixtures for us as well. We've got to be winning at Colville next week, and we've got to be getting 3 points against Chase down here on the Monday. I still think there'll be the odd twist and turn over the next couple of weeks. We've just got to stay in the mix, keep chipping away, stay in the mix, and try and take it to the last day.
That's the case. If we can get it to the last day, then anything can happen.
I think it'd be great if we could. I think if we can get over the bank holiday weekend next week and still be within touching distance. What's the gap? 4 points now. Next week there's some interesting fixtures. But I think if we can pick up a result against Colville next Saturday and get through the bank holiday fixture and still be in touching distance, it'd be great to take it to the last day. It really would.
I think it would if it was between Rangers and Gresley, with Gresley here. What atmosphere that would be.
Yeah, I mean that's a long way off. I know it sounds silly, but that is a long way off the Gresley game. We've got to try and get through 2 or 3 games now to stay in touch, because if we don't pick up a minimum of 4 points over the bank holiday weekend, then we'll be out of touch. So I think 4 points is an absolute minimum over the bank holiday weekend to stay in touch. But if we do that, I think we'll probably take it to the wire. But if we got 6 over the bank holiday weekend, it really would put the cat amongst the pigeons. But we're still in the mix, albeit we need to be winning today, and the next time we play at home, we need to be making sure we're winning at home. Just keep chipping away, and hopefully something turns for us.
Let's hope at Colville.
Hopefully. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.